Hello, everyone. Welcome to IMPROVATE's Defense and Cyber Conference. Israel is well known throughout the world as a pioneer in defense technologies. We are proud to present solutions that we know can improve the security of free nations. We established IMPROVATE as a platform for cooperation and business development. And in light of the situation in Ukraine, today's event will facilitate connections between Israeli defense and cyber companies, as well as military and defense ministry representatives from throughout the region. Assaf Danby is a VP at Cyabra. He's an open source intelligence specialist and will be talking to us about how bad actors have weaponized social media, making it into a propaganda machine, and how Cyabra looks into identifying bot networks spreading fake campaigns that are manipulating public opinion.
In the past 2 years, we've seen organizations and governments invest heavily in disinformation, but some of them are missing the most important frontier: social media. Social media has become a propaganda machine. We're seeing foreign actors using trolls, bots, avatars, sock puppets to manipulate the public opinion. The puppeteers behind the discourse have become more intelligent than ever before and has become a worldwide threat. All you need to spread a disinformation campaign is a couple of bots and avatars to hijack a piece of content and amplify it so that it snowballs into a large-scale propagation. Don't let fake accounts and bad actors control the narrative.
So they told me to grow a mustache for the video because it gets more engagement on social media. First of all, thank you, IMPROVATE, for allowing this platform for Israeli businesses to present. I'm actually going to be here again. My side job is actually I play rugby for the national Israel team, and Israel is playing Bulgaria in November. Bulgaria has actually beaten us a lot, so hopefully in November we can change that. Disinformation. Today we are living in a world that social media has now become the newspaper of today. This is a way that we are seeing propaganda, misinformation, disinformation being spread on a mass scale. President Rosen mentioned it as well during his candidacy that he saw this. I promise you right now, the elections that are happening now in Bulgaria, you will see and you experience the same influence that is happening on the social platforms. During the outbreak and during the invasion of Ukraine, we saw Russia and its bot farms being activated. We see large scale of mis and disinformation being used and amplified by bots and avatars. So what is a bot and avatar? We're looking at how you can create these fake accounts so quickly to spread and propagate any kind of information that you want to manipulate public opinion. So who we are and what we do is, and Dr. Pasi mentioned this before, the best offense in a propaganda war is a defense. We are that defense. We are able to detect these campaigns as they're happening. We are there to monitor the good, bad, and the fake as it is evolving on social media. Cyabra is taking mass media, gathering as much information, public information as possible, filtering it through our platform, using our unique AI to identify what is fake and what is real, and of course, measure that level of impact. What kind of demographic has been affected by this propagation? The main question here is, how do you know what is fake and what is real? How can you identify a fake profile spreading disinformation? First of all, we are coming from the Information Warfare Department of the Israeli Defense Force. We're looking at an AI that incorporates close to 600 behavioral parameters. Here are some examples of what a behavioral parameter is. An example can be, my name is John Smith, I live in Australia. I'm active in different hours of the day. I speak 5 languages. I was created specifically at a time like now during the elections in Bulgaria that is irregular. So again, these are all little red flags that we're looking overall at close to 600 of these behavioral parameters. The languages that we incorporate, we're continually updating this as we go. The more clients we onboard, the more we improve our NLP with getting local languages and going over data sets on a continuous basis. The platforms that we analyze, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the main platforms, and something that the people that we work with are always fascinated about is how TikTok has now become the most used platform during times of conflict. I'll take you through two cases today. One more recent, what's happening now with China and Taiwan. There was a big campaign that was happening, especially after Pelosi visited Taiwan. And I want to discuss a little bit what's happening now in Latvia and Russia's influence in this specific campaign. The system, the way it operates and the way it works, it looks at keywords, phrases, topics that you might be interested in. We're looking here at hashtags, names, profiles that are mentioning the conflict between China and Taiwan. We're looking at main subjects, main topics and examples. So what is the main agenda? What is the message that is being spread by these inauthentic profiles? Taking some snapshots from our system, we saw that there were close to 70% of all the profiles engaging in this narrative were actually fake. We see here content created by inauthentic profiles. You can see here what we call more of a 1-2 punch. This is a campaign created by fake profiles that are spreading information regarding China's invasion of Taiwan. And we're seeing that fake profiles are the ones who are starting these campaigns. It's influencing us as the real accounts, absorbing information, and then allowing us to run with what we are absorbing. And again, creating another campaign to continually spread the information that these bot farm from China is creating. So we're looking at activity hours of these accounts. It's not a coincidence that all these accounts are either created on the same day or are active on the same day. We're looking at impactful accounts. I want to know what is the content that's being created by an inauthentic profile that is having the most impact, measured on engagement. Here we're finding, we received an alert that this was one of these accounts. This is an example of a very high impactful account, that the message that it was spreading was that already China is firing missiles to Taiwan. This is very, very dangerous. The way that there is no control over the content that I can generate, this can really influence and manipulate public opinion and elections. More examples of this. Here, another snapshot from our system. We're looking at communities and groups of people, understanding that there was a campaign of 82% of everyone in this specific community, which is measured on accounts that are engaging with one another on a high frequent basis, are all created on the same date. Again, this is not a coincidence. We are able to identify from this community the main leader. This could be an avatar. This is a main leader that is generating specific content and is getting other accounts to amplify and hijack what she is saying, or he is saying, or it is saying. Another example is we looked at the ambassador of China in Taiwan, in the US. Fake accounts are taking any narrative and hijacking it to themselves. So they are taking specific posts from real accounts and amplifying it again by their means. So we saw that 25% of a lot of the content that the ambassador was creating was hijacked by fake profiles that were all created on the same day in August. And these are the examples of that. Going to what is happening now in the elections in Latvia. We took key players, key phrases, key words of the narrative and the political environment now in Latvia and found that there was different campaigns against different leaders. So here we can see a positive campaign being created with a candidate. We can see a negative campaign. So these are groups of bots and avatars. The red profiles, the red dots are fake accounts, the green dots are real accounts, and we can see how they are connected to each other and that the majority of them are fake that are spreading negative campaigns against a specific political party. The same here, 41% of all the accounts involved in this specific campaign are fake. This is alarmingly high, and this is a way that Russia is using its techniques to manipulate the public opinion. So I'll go through this very quickly. What can we do? We cannot turn to the platforms. There's not enough that they can do in real time to mitigate against this. Well, we're looking, and this is specifically on the case in Russia and Ukraine, we're finding key leaders that we then want to approach, that we then want to shift conversation away, the impactful accounts, to see who have they manipulated and how we can shift sentiment and adjust ourselves accordingly. So thank you very much, and be happy to have more meetings. Thank you.